Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. I go for refuge to the Supreme Buddha. I go for refuge to the Supreme Dhamma. I go for refuge to the Supreme Sangha. For the second time, I go for refuge to the Supreme Buddha. For the second time, I go for refuge to the Supreme Dhamma. For the second time, I go for refuge to the Supreme Sangha. For the third time, I go for refuge to the Supreme Buddha. For the third time, I go for refuge to the Supreme Dhamma. For the third time, I go for refuge to the Supreme Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Panchasila, observation of the 5 precepts. Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. Adinnadana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. Kamesu miccachara veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. Musavada veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. Suramereya majjapama dattana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. I follow these precepts for happiness in this life, for rebirth in heaven, and to realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Reciting the qualities of the Supreme Buddha in English. Such indeed is the Blessed One, Arahant worthy One, supremely enlightened, endowed with knowledge and virtue, follower of the noble path, knower of worlds, the peerless trainer of persons, teacher of gods and humans, the enlightened teacher, the Blessed One. Reciting the qualities of the Dhamma in English. Well taught by the Blessed One is the Dhamma, visible here and now, timeless, open to all, learnt and applied to oneself, understood by the wise each for himself. Reciting the qualities of the Sangha in English. Of pure conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Of upright conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Of wise conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Of generous conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Those four pairs of persons, the 8 kinds of individuals, that is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. They are worthy of offerings, they are worthy of hospitality, they are worthy of gifts, they are worthy of reverential salutations, an incomparable field of merit for the world. Sat Buddha Vandana in English. Homage to Vipassi the Buddha, possessed of the eye of wisdom and splendor. Homage to Sikhi the Buddha, compassionate towards all beings. Homage to Vesabu the Buddha, free from all defilements, and possessed of great energy. Homage to Kakusanda the Buddha, the conqueror of the army of Mara. Homage to Konagamana the Buddha, who has shed all defilements and has lived the holy life. Homage to Kassapa the Buddha, who is fully freed from all defilements. Homage to Angirasa, the Buddha Gotama, son of the Sakyas, full of radiance, who proclaimed the Dhamma that dispels all suffering. Those in the world who have extinguished the flames of passion and have realized through insight things as they really are. They never slander anyone. They are mighty men who are free from fear. Gautama the Buddha, dear to gods and humans, endowed with knowledge and virtue, mighty and fearless, we pay homage to our great teacher, Supreme Buddha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Homage to the stupas and Bodhi tree. In English. I show my humble reverence to all the stupas in all of the places that they stand, the bodily relics, the great Bodhi tree, and all the Buddha images forever. I show my reverence to this Bodhi tree, seated under which the teacher attained full enlightenment by overcoming all defilements. I too honor this great Bodhi tree, which was honored by the leader of the world. My homage to thee, O King of Bodhi trees. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Offering of the Buddha Puja to the Supreme Buddha in English. Say after me. My great teacher, Supreme Buddha, eradicated passion, hatred and illusion. My great teacher, Supreme Buddha, eradicated the desire of seeing forms, eradicated the desire of hearing sounds, eradicated the desire of smelling odors, eradicated the desire of tasting flavors, eradicated the desire of touching tangibles, eradicated the desire of thinking thoughts. Supreme Buddha controlled sense faculties, guarded sense faculties, restrained sense faculties. Supreme Buddha is free from defilements. My great teacher, Supreme Buddha, purified his body, speech and mind. In this way, my great teacher, Supreme Buddha, is an Arahant. Supreme Buddha understood suffering as a noble truth, attained the cessation of suffering as a noble truth, followed the path leading to the cessation of suffering as a noble truth. In this way, Supreme Buddha realized the Four Noble Truths without anyone's help, escaped from suffering, and achieved true happiness. I offer with great respect these beautiful flowers, sweet fragrance, sweet drinks, and bright light to my great teacher, Supreme Buddha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.